Now, stem rust can be distinguished from leaf rust and stripe rust of wheat in that it infects the true stems of the wheat plant. It does in fact infect all above ground parts of the wheat plant, so it is found on the leaves and on the ears of wheat, but as I said, it infects the true stems. It produces large red-brown pustules and masses of spores that are distributed by the wind, the same way as spores as leaf rust and stripe rust are. It's a particularly damaging rust disease. In fact, it can cause total crop failure. The last epidemic of stem rust we had in Australia was in 1973, and that was restricted to southeastern Australia. At the end of the season, the damage bill was estimated at something like $300 million. We do know at the moment we have quite widespread occurrence of stem rust across southeastern Australia. This is the first time in 30 years we've actually seen this, and it's largely a function of the wet summer that we had going through 2010 to 2011. That allowed significant green bridging of inoculum of stem rust to survive. If you are growing a variety that is rated as moderately susceptible to susceptible, then it would be advisable for you at this point in time to be out monitoring your crops. A couple of varieties to watch would be Yitpi and Wild Catchem. We know that these varieties are moderately susceptible to the current pathotype of stem rust that is occurring in southeastern Australia. Our work here at the Plant Breeding Institute has actually shown that at this point in time we only have one stem rust pathotype in this region. If you actually find something in your crop that you believe is stem rust, then it would be advisable for you to contact your local agronomist or cereal pathologist to have that diagnosis confirmed, and if it proves to be correct, the next decision that you will need to make will be whether or not to use chemical intervention. And that is the topic of my next podcast. Thank you.